Afternoon, parents. A warm welcome to all. This is our first webinar post 2020. So it's been nice break for a month or so. We ended with Autism Katta and we are starting with Autism Katta. So that's a nice feeling overall. We'll wait for some time so that as many participants can log in, and then we'll start in a minute or so.
Forum for Autism is a parent support group to support families of children with autism. It was set up in the year 2002 under the Indian Trust Act 1950. Forum for Autism mainly aims at creating awareness about autism, empowering parents to advocate for rights of persons with autism. Forum for Autism is a parent body which runs two libraries in Kolaba and in Vashi with around 500 books. It also conducts parent training workshops, seminars, and talks. It has a database of parents and professionals and provides sponsorship to unaffording families. Forum for Autism participates in various activities. To name a few are Mumbai Marathon, conducted workshops for parents with young adults, celebration of World Disability Day at Malad Basti, and self-help skill workshop. Since the lockdown, Forum for Autism is continuing its work online. It has been conducting webinars on various topics like preparing to choose the boards, homeschooling, storytelling sessions, setting up residential setup, to name a few. All the parents who are interested can check those webinars on YouTube. Chef Sanjeev Kapoor and commentator Harsha Bhogle are the cause ambassadors for Forum for Autism. Throughout the lockdown, Forum for Autism along with ASK, that is Adult Support Kendra, is offering online individual counseling, family counseling, parent support apart from various other services. To know more about these services, parents can contact Ms. Munira Pitalwala on the number mentioned. For any information or details, please contact the phone numbers flashing on the screen. Join our journey. Be an active part of Forum for Autism. To know more, please call on the phone numbers on your screens. Thank you for your overwhelming response to our webinars. Forum for Autism requests you to donate generously so it helps in our future endeavors. All the donations are eligible for the tax exemption. Please follow us on social media for updates on workshops organized by Forum for Autism. Please follow our Facebook page, Forum for Autism. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website www.forumforautism.org.
Hello, parents. So, here we are with our next webinar or the first webinar of 2021. And we're starting it with Autism Katta, as we've mentioned before. Autism Katta is where we are in a general conversation with one of our parents. And in this Autism Katta or in this conversation of ours, we are going to be accompanied by Vabis Mistry. Vabis, can I have you on screen? Vabis is a core parent.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Yes, and then I would like to invite on screen Brian and Janice. They are parents of. I think they are more famously. They're more famous because they are parents of Joanne and Brian. Yes, by names. Yeah. So when I'm introducing them, I would like to say that yes, we have our advocates who speak about autism, who spread awareness about autism. Here we have two kids who are breaking barriers, like we've mentioned. And the whole idea behind this, as parents, Brian and Janice has to say is, don't look at the label, but look at the ability, right, Brian? What do you all say? You all say,
yeah, see the able, not the label.
yes, see the able and not the label. Label is just on paper because they are born with that, and that is not defining them, right?
True,
Exactly.
very true.
Yes. So, in short, if we are going to talk about both their kids, they are Guinness Book record holder, plus they are Asia Pacific record holder for skating, right? And it's
Yes.
an inline skating, which means you have just wheels in the center of the shoe, if I'm not wrong, right, Brian?
Yes.
Right.
So I
Yes.
dare not stand on them. Yeah. So, and they have also been swimming, and they've swimmed in open water, open sea water, and that too in Savantwadi, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And open sea water means you have no control over the waves and this depth. And I don't know, it need guts to let your children go in the boat and from the mid of the sea see them coming. And I would go running halfway through to get my child out of the water. But then hats off to both of you all. And thank you for sharing your journey with us today. To begin with, I remember in our conversation, Brian mentioned that when your elder daughter Joanne was getting diagnosed, you were expecting your second child,
Yes.
right? And it's itself like, being a parent ourselves, we realize that it's a trauma that we go through where, you don't want to accept it. You know somewhere bottom it is there. What was that journey when Joanne was getting diagnosed and eventually understanding that your younger son,
Bridal.
Bryden, yes, he too getting diagnosed with autism? What was that phase, that insecurity or whatever? How did you all come out through it?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here, FFA, and all the core members. Well, it like any other parent, we went through the denial phase and we went through, the most depressing part of our lives, I think. What actually happened is we were back in Dubai, and Joanne was being diagnosed, and Bryden was already on the way. Okay, so once she was diagnosed that she is under the autism spectrum, fine, we took it, and we started our research and intervention and things like that. So when the second child was flagged, okay, so there is a rule apparently at that point of time in Dubai, that they do not tag the child as autistic, but they tag the child as maybe ADHD or something like that. So they told us, okay, Bryden is not as severe, but he may be ADHD. But then again, we had our flags on, and that was the turning point of our lives.
In fact, that moment we weren't much aware about what is autism, and neither had we come across any child either in our family or in our close friends who could be autistic. So we did not know exactly how to take it up further.
So anyway, we had to pull on, right? They are our children. And once they were diagnosed, I mean, both the diagnoses were confirmed, then we took a very crucial decision of coming back to Bombay. And it was, believe me, it was the decision of our lives, because we have been born and brought up there, at least me. Then my children were born there. And we said, okay, let's come back to Bombay, and let's start a new life, So then on, life changed 360-degree, because it was not easy with both the children, new atmosphere. Although, we tried to make our home the same way that was in Dubai, so children are not affected much, but they were still young. So, things did fall in place, but life goes on, and then we started our journey, and this is why now we are called as Joanne and Bryden's parents.
Yes, and that gives like a medal on the chest, like, you feel proud
Definitely.
about
Exactly,
it.
yes.
Yes. But then still, I would go ahead asking two young kids, both on the spectrum, like, how do you all manage your work? Like you said, you shifted from Dubai over here. So it's not only your place of residence, but even your job profile and everything. Could you just brief in short? Because there are many parents out there who are, worried. Ki should we stay back or should we change our location?
Yes.
Did that have a major impact, location changing? If you could just brief about it.
Yes, in fact, coming back to Mumbai, it was starting everything from a scratch. Imagine coming and starting our life after 17 years
Wow.
from zero. And as we know, Dubai has been very organized life for us, trying to understand coming back to Bombay, and the set of people, the sort of mentality, everything, was a overwhelming experience for me. I have been used to it, but then it was more challenging for Janice. All the every time, she would tell me, that what country have I come into, kind of,
Yes,
because
it's a
this was a
major,
very
yeah.
changing phase, and there was nothing I could do about it. So we had to face it. So what we did initially was I started up, my business sort of over here as a scratch, because at that moment my our own main intention was our kids. That was the main reason for us to come back to Mumbai, and let's fight it. Let's see, where and what better can we do. Although in Dubai we were at the peak of our careers, but then we said, okay, this is a decision that we need to do, and kids are a priority. So that is how we said, okay, let's see how life takes us from here.
How did you all manage to find some time for yourselves when you are handling two kids on the spectrum? I mean,
Well,
spend between yourselves as such.
there's always something called me time, which we
Yes.
strongly believe, that that should be
Yeah.
there, and
Correct.
that is every, not only children on the spectrum, but every parent. That is the right of a parent,
Yes. Right. Right.
to rejuvenate and come back and work with your children. So it is.
Okay.
I mean, there's just small things, like you can see our t-shirts. This is one of our one of our way of,
Okay.
sort of getting it out. So we love doing
Okay.
this twinning, and then we love organizing. I should say, birthday parties and anniversaries. We love doing all that, but because of our hands are too full and will always be full. We try to keep it on a low scale. Then there are many other things, like for example, for me, prior to the lockdown, I used to attend my fitness classes or Zumba classes. Then Brian, he has a separate, he's very different from me, so his set of me time is different.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
basically, together me time, the couple me time would be when the children are asleep, or when they are in school. But there are meetups when we all four go together. Like recently, before the
Right.
lockdown, our
Good.
meet time was the swimming.
Yeah.
Or we all four used to go
Okay.
as a family, and there were no instructions to anyone. It's just enjoying
Okay.
ourselves, and we see the best of our children at that point of time.
So basically,
How was your
before
life
the
different, basically? Sorry.
yeah,
No,
so
go ahead.
basically, yeah, before the kids wake up, okay, that
Yeah.
is the time that we utilize for ourselves.
Right.
And secondly, after they go to sleep.
Okay.
So these are the two moments like
Yeah.
that we utilize the best. So if you want to watch any movie or to watch any serial or something like no, we do not want to
Okay.
compromise on their timing,
Right.
and we try to make the best like no shooting for us also as well as for
Okay.
them.
So how was your life little different before the children were born as such? Or have you all made drastic changes to accommodate your children's timings for yourself now?
Yes. Very, very relevant question, Rabis, because we have changed as individuals.
Okay.
I'll talk about myself first. I have learned a lot of, patience, and we were complete different. We were complete extroverts. Now also we are, but the
Okay.
thing is, things have changed. We try and formulate or blend in our children's schedule. So of course, life has changed 360-degree.
Correct.
And as
Okay.
Brian said earlier, that we were at the peak of our career, so we were career oriented, but no looking back.
Mm-hmm.
We have our children now, and that's the
Okay.
way it is.
And basically, the focus of the
Right.
center focus is our kids. So whatever we plan, whatever
Okay.
we do, like it is for their betterment. And
Absolutely.
end of it, like no,
Right.
as we say that every cloud has a silver lining. That is those smiles that we
Right.
get
Right.
after all the troubles and pains that we face. It's all for a larger good, you know.
All right.
We say when we say talk about children with autism, if you have seen one person with autism, you have just seen one person with autism. Is what we normally tell people around. Like ki, now you have two out over there, and I think what is their age difference is like say 2 years, if I'm not wrong, a year and a
Yeah,
half. Am I
Yeah.
exactly
right?
2 years.
2 years, great. So how do you all balance between the two, or what is the approach, I would rather say? Does the same approach work, or as like if you could tell us in detail, how do you manage both your children with their capabilities, like you all say the abilities, how do you
Yeah.
all enhance their abilities differently?
Well, both our children are opposite poles. That is the first thing, yeah. And so Joanne is initially she was visually very strong, and our son Bryden, is and was auditory very strong. But then we had to get bridge the gap in between, because since Joanne was had a lot of sensory issues with sounds, and on the other hand we used to see Bryden going to any speaker trying to escalate the sound. So we wanted to bridge the gap and bring a proper intervention. So gradually what we did is we tried to work on both their sensory needs. So what we would do for Joanne, for example, is we would play music in the house, so she will automatically start filtering. And I'm happy to say that now there's a lot of difference, and there's a lot of improvement, how she has. And moreover, I think there's also something which we would like to say here, is that sibling love, or that sibling bonding. She sees that Bryden loves music, so automatically she blends into it.
And now she has developed so much of love of music, like that she would demand a particular song that she wants. So automatically, whatever was kind of like hindrance in her progress in terms of sounds, like for example, like for competitions, if we used to go, there used to be large sounds like what she couldn't tolerate, but that is not the case now. She has outgrown it, and she has got her own ways like of coping with it. Now she controls the sounds in the house also on her own.
Well, that is in terms of their sensory needs. Well, there's something else, there's something else we'd like to mention here. Like managing both the children now is quite, I wouldn't say a difficult task now, because Joanne is now 13. And I think from the beginning, she had that instincts of an elder sister, and then elder sister growing into a little mother. So she takes very good care of us, of her brother, and she's very, we too can't shout at him, at any point of time. We'll have to see that Joanne is not around and then give him instructions. So there is,
Okay.
God has given us, a way and a light to go forward, and we are managing so far, and I'm sure we will do that in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the adaptive measures for both. I think you're just blending it together and working.
Okay. Well, either of you into active sports in your childhood as such?
Very good question. In fact, is because just last week, there was a parent who connected with us,
Okay.
and they were watching our videos on YouTube, etc.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me us the same question, as to,
Okay.
are you all both sports people?
Yes.
And we said, sorry, we are not sports people. But
Okay.
then what has happened is that the love of sports for our kids,
Okay.
has made us also go in that direction in terms of their training, etc. So
Okay.
whatever they do, we
Mm-hmm.
ourselves gel in whatever they are doing,
Okay.
and just to ensure that they are fit, we have
Yeah.
also got into the fitness mode. So we
Very
we are not sports people on as
okay.
such,
Okay. That's
yeah.
great. Okay. How did you manage to get instructors for your kids as such? Did you have any issues, or how did you convince them that this is the ability of my child and I would like you to help them out or coach them as such?
No, in fact, both swimming and skating, we started just to channelize the excessive energies. There
Right.
was no direction, like that we are going to do something or achieve something in swimming or skating.
Okay.
But then eventually we saw, that both the kids are really enjoying.
Okay.
We remember Bryden, when we took him to the pool initially. He
Right.
used to cry so much,
Oh,
that
yes.
it almost took us a year as such, for him
Yeah.
to
Correct.
like the waters.
Right.
And now we are in a situation, that he loves swimming so much that he can dive from a height of maybe around 11 feet from the swimming pool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a time where he used to hide his swimming suit,
Okay.
and that same boy, I remember sitting in the pool
Uh-huh.
and counting the number of laps he was doing. We were
Right.
training for
Yes.
deep sea swimming, and
Right.
he was doing even 40 laps in about maybe I don't remember, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So it's a huge progress,
Obviously.
or a turning point for this child.
Correct.
Now, this video, as you can see, this was way back in 2014. And he used to cry so much, he used to be inside the pool only due to his survival instinct.
Mm-hmm.
From one end to other end, he had to just reach.
Right.
And subsequently, as you asked, we were introduced to a swimming coach called Sagar Shanbag,
Okay.
who showed us a way forward, as to
Mm-hmm.
understanding how Bryden is swimming and Joanne is swimming. He introduced us to sea swimming
Okay.
and coach them further, and that is how we got in further to sea swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And we got in touch with our other coach for skating,
Okay.
called Mr. Vinod Pal.
Okay.
So he introduced us along with normal kids. We do skating, but then there
Right.
is a lot of effort, required from the parents end as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not have to explain to them or to convince them for our coaching, because see, when a teacher sees a parent's involvement, half of the
Battle is won.
battle is won,
Right.
because they know the parents' involvement is there,
Right.
and we had a never go attitude, that it helped the coach also. And
Correct.
here we like to mention, like, because of our dedication, our the skating
Skating,
coach
sir.
also gave us an trophy as a dedicated parents.
Oh, wow.
So, but our children have also supported very well. We have had competitions like we had to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and we had to set out for competitions. So it's it's a combined
Right.
effort with the teacher, with the parent, as well as the child. And what I would like to say here is that there are many apprehensions at times. We are always in anxiety. I'm sure a lot of parents will
Okay.
resonate. Like
Yes.
what will happen? Will she get up in the morning, or will Bryden get up? And but to our surprise, our children really cooperate.
Okay.
Because
Did you all have any problems? Okay. Go on. Go
yeah,
on.
yes, what I was saying is that the timings of competitions are always fixed, but
Yes.
then we do not know whether there would be suddenly any mood swings, okay, or say any problems in sort of waking up them for the particular
Yes.
competitions, because those things are not under our
Okay.
control. So though, so a
Right.
lot of
Right.
these things used to always play in our minds, like till the competition is
Right.
over, or so
Okay.
these are the issues, like that
They
we
feel.
used to always have, and
Right.
till now we have in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
So although we do a lot
Did
of
you all have
preparation,
any rejections? Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
Not
Did
exactly.
you all have
I
any
mean,
rejections as such with the coaches? No.
no, I
I
don't think
mean, because to be told that you're going to coach an ASD kid as
um,
such.
no, not exactly. So
Sometimes communication becomes a difficulty with these people, with the
yeah,
coach and the child.
most of
Like,
the times, we were
yeah.
always around, okay,
Yes.
to
Okay.
explain to the coaches, like, how does Joanne understand, or how
Yeah.
does Braden understand, because there is a
Correct.
particular way of
Yeah.
giving commands, and a way of them understanding also. So we as parents need to bridge the
Okay.
gap in between the coach and the
Be
child,
around.
so
Correct.
that instructions are given in such a way that the child understands, because every child is different.
Absolutely.
Joanne understands in a different way, Bryden understands in a different way. So we need to
Right.
look at
Right.
their understanding levels, and then modulate our voices or the pattern of instruction so that the child understands. So that is how, things became easier for them as well, I think.
Okay. Why only swimming did you choose as one of the great sport as such? Or any particular reason that you all chose swimming? Or just because the children were fond of water or such?
Yeah, it was no particular reason as such, because
Okay.
as I mentioned, like, that it was just to divert the excessive energies, and
Exactly.
automatically they generated the passion for swimming.
yeah,
Okay.
Now it's
Right.
always good, to channelize a child and give him a direction
Right.
in what he
Right.
loves to do.
Correct.
Because see,
Yeah.
we as parents, it is very easy, like, to make a child force, you do this, you do that.
yeah,
Yes.
But then that is not productive, when the child doesn't love to do
Correct.
what he wants. So we are
Yes.
just
Yes.
giving them a direction to do what they want.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Correct.
basically, one must understand what the child is going through. Like we see our children,
Right.
or we see the world from our children's eyes. So
Right.
initially it was very easy for us, standing out of the pool and giving instructions. Bryden kick, Joanne kick. But once we are glad to say that we also learned swimming at the age after the age of 40,
Okay.
because of our children. So once we learned swimming, we actually understood what happens in the water and what is the fear factor, and
Mm.
etc. So it's always something that you have to take into account. What does the child feel, or what are the apprehensions the child may not be able to express? So I
Okay.
think swimming automatically came as an instinct for both of them. And I think with most of our kids, water plays a major role. So
Right.
that was why we, it's just the passion that led us.
Yeah, giving instruction is very easy,
Okay. Tell me about the diet plan. Do you have to have insist on them following a particular diet, say something like a dairy-free diet or a gluten-free diet, as far as the sports is concerned? Do you all
Well,
stress on anything?
well, I would just like to say that we follow a balanced, holistic diet,
Oh, that's great.
and that is a very, that is the best form of doing things, because
Right.
first
Okay.
of all, it's not only the children; it's the
Right.
complete family that has to go through this diet,
Exactly. Good.
because it's very easy to give commands and say that do this and don't eat this and don't eat that, but when you really understand that you don't have to eat it, and then automatically your child role models you, and your work is easier. So I even remember many of my my relatives and friends who want
Correct.
to come home, and I'll call them and tell them, please don't get any chips and don't get any biscuits. If you
Right.
want to get something, get get fruits,
Right.
so I'm just trying to stress here that it is a complete family that goes into the diet or
Right.
any kind of
Yes.
regime,
Right.
so that your children will follow.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a very strict regime only for the children.
because you
Right.
need
Right.
to basically role model,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't
True.
have a house wherein, you are eating
Yeah.
chocolates and you're telling your child you don't eat
Not to
chocolate.
eat. Yeah. True. True.
Nothing like that. So we need ourselves to be in discipline. Only then, practice what you can preach. That is what we believe in. And the diet, etc., before swimming, after
After
swimming,
swimming, yeah.
has been moderated accordingly.
Okay. Do you feel it's really hard or difficult to meet the training commitments as such sometimes? The
um,
child is not up to it, and the coach said he has to be there for the training at this time, and he has to complete such some laps in the day.
yeah, to an extent, what we it's like, it's a give and take, actually
Okay.
what I see here is that as soon as the pressure gets on the parent,
Mhm.
automatically it goes on the child.
It's
So
part so okay.
there's a very fine line, actually,
Hmm.
to take pressure or to just give in, or to be strict. There's a very fine line, but I
Yeah.
think in due course one understands, whether you actually
Yes.
need to push, or you actually need to, okay, stand back.
Okay. Okay.
Because everything, whatever you are thinking, our kids
Right.
are so smart that they read the parents' mind. So
Right.
even if you are yourself under stress, you
Yes.
cannot relate it to the child or show it in your expressions.
Correct. Correct.
So that is
Very
how we
true.
need to be smart. Now this
Yes.
video, what you are seeing, this is at the
Yeah.
Guinness book, at the
Okay.
Guinness record what they had
In Belgaum.
in Belgaum. So that's Bryden who was skating. One
Okay.
more thing, as you can see, like no, him
Okay.
skating right now, he was holding a cone.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was a sensory need.
there's a sensory
Okay.
need, that he always holds
Okay.
a cone with
Okay.
his hand, and once he has that,
Okay.
whatever distractions or diversions he has got, he uses the
Mm-hmm.
cone to distract himself, and he can go for hours
Okay.
together.
Yeah,
He has done a record of
Right.
skating
Oh.
also continuously
for
for
5 hours.
5 hours,
Okay.
Non-stop skating for five
non-stop
hours.
skating.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Are you thinking about your child participating in the Olympics as such, in Special Olympics as such? Do you look for such a thing if it opportunity arises? I mean, do
ye-
you think you can go, train them up to participate in a Special Olympics?
no, that is what we are looking forward to, and we are preparing
Okay.
the both the children also. And
Okay.
let's see, like how the journey goes on.
Yeah.
As of now, we are taking
Okay.
baby steps, one step at a time. We don't
Right.
want to put too much of pressure or too much
Yeah.
overburden. And secondly,
Right.
it's a lockdown.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But of course, if given an opportunity and things move on in the right way, why not?
Of
And it
course.
should be for any child. I mean,
You're right.
it should,
Right.
yeah,
We
it,
Yeah.
believe in basically to give as much of exposure to the kids, so
Right.
socially itself they can perform well. The more exposure you give, they will do the more better in life.
Right. Absolutely. Darshana?
Absolutely. Yes, yes. It is so. Yeah, I am still there. I am being thrown off and on, but then I'm still holding on. It was so nice listening to this whole thing of it's really amazing to hang on over there, to hold your child's hand, to look for interest, and then cater to their interest and take them ahead. And of course, we are going to see them in the Special Olympics. That's for sure. So post
Right.
lockdown, of course. Yes. See, we have been talking about their growth, their progress. I want to know, do you feel now it's just a parent inquisitive mind? Do you think that both your kids realize that they're progressing, or are there any, like, if you could share some moments where you feel ki, yes, Joanne understands that she has grown, or like no small incidents where you feel that our children, in spite with their limited whatever understanding, or they realize that they are growing and they're putting interest into what they're doing. If you could share something.
Yes, in fact, what we try to do over here is our kids mostly on the spectrum, they are visually very strong. So every medal, every achievement that they have, we have them framed on a wall, and we have called it as Joanne's Wall of Fame and Bryden's Wall of Fame, two separate
Wow.
parts.
Okay.
So especially now when we see during the lockdown, both of them, they go and they look at those medals, so they know that there is a sense of achievement.
Yeah. In fact, Joanne, many a times during the lockdown has been pointing out, to her special Guineas, certificate saying skating, skating. So then we thought, okay, we have to, satisfy this need of hers. And that's when we started in one of the videos, I think maybe it's coming up, on, skating in the house and doing household chores.
Hmm.
So it automatically satisfied her need, and of course our work is getting done, plus the children are are learning life skills, and in a very so most of their sensory needs are trying to be met here.
Okay, so you mean to say as they are growing, somewhere Joanne and Dryden both realize that they are growing, or they are making there's a difference in themselves, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. With this what are your goals with them, like, see, we're talking about sports and everything, but then still they're young kids, they're still
Yeah.
kids. I can't even call them adults or young adults, they're children, they're kids. What are their goals, or what have you set out, like keeping their interest and their abilities in mind? What are their goals as of now? What are you all working towards?
See, as of now, what we are doing is in the videos also, as you are saying, we are trying to make them as independent as possible functionally, because doing small chores in the house, like say what they are doing, skating with laundry, or they are cutting vegetables, or join we have introduced cooking, etc. So all these things is definitely going to help them functionally when they grow up. We have not kept anything in mind of the future as of now.
Actually, what I would say here is we're trying to give them exposure to everything and anything. Yeah. So if I see a spark in Joanne, like lately she wanted to do stitching, so I got her a ring and we started doing needlework. So at this point of time, I think we're giving them a lot of exposure, try everything, and we'll see what clicks, and we'll see what passion they take into.
And household work, whatever they are doing, I'm glad and very happy that almost 50% of the household work is getting done by both of them.
So that was Bryden cutting vegetables.
And both the kids, they are learning from each other. That is, uh, Joanne started to make chapatis. So during the lockdown itself, like even uh, we never made chapatis on our own, but then we as a family started doing it. Me kneading the atta, Janice used to roll the chapatis, and slowly Joanne started frying the chapatis. And as the days progressed, and she developed the interest. Now she independently, she makes rolls as well as fries, does the chapatis on her own, and
Wow.
it's a
This
really
is an
proud moment.
yeah, achievement 2020, because I think I must have rolled my first chapati not before 20. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Most of us have not done that.
Yeah,
So
I think I wasn't functionally able till I got married. And here I have this female rolling chapatis. Lovely. And
yeah,
it's such a lovely thing. Functionally, like you said, stitching, she's sewing, she's washing, she's drying her clothes. What more do you want? Your kid is helping you around the house, and especially during the pandemic, it's the best thing that you could ever
is the
get.
best thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
And in fact, our food also, what we eat, like, is mostly based on what activity we can give them. Like we have
Wow.
got a lot of dhania, a lot of
green
green
peas.
peas, a lot of the whole corns coming in the house.
Sensory diet.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's also fine motor skills. So they do,
Absolutely.
I
true.
mean,
Yes.
So one plucking one leaf like out of the dhania strands, then getting the corn out of the corn cob. So all these like even the green peas cleaning. So these are helping them a lot in the fine motor skills, and which reflects everywhere else. Whatever they are doing.
Absolutely. And I don't think you like it must be keeping them busy for quite a long
Yes.
Yes.
time too. So you don't really till you plan for the next activity. What that's so nice. Like so many of the parents were really worried ki what now. So I think this is a good idea. Like you could get
Yeah.
your groceries filled up or asking help. Great. Wabis, I would like
Yeah. Okay, sorry, how much stress do you give on academics as such? I
yeah.
mean, how do you balance
I
between the
was
two?
same here, same here. I was about to ask that because you haven't spoken about school. People are really in India, at least school is the first thing, right, Babis?
Yes, yes. Most of the
The
parents are
school,
always
yes,
gung ho on about academics. That's the main thing which everyone looks. While here you're encouraging sports as a side by side with your academics. So how do you go
no,
about
yeah,
it?
I think the report card decides the functionality of the
Same.
child, and I like what both of you all are doing. That.
Coming. That is giving. So, well, here, very good question. And I would like to say that there's no pressure on academics at all.
Wow.
So, but of course, academics does happen, but I would say very strongly and very strictly functional academics. That is the
Okay.
most important thing for both our
Yes.
children. And I think there's a lot that they learn on the job. Like, for example, if either of our kids are cutting vegetables or whatever, so there's a lot of learning happening. And unknowingly, like, for example, I'll ask Joanne, so what are you cutting? So she'll say capsicum. So, what is the color? Automatically a lot of learning happens in their interest with their interest, and along with learning life skills. And basically it's not a desktop learning as such. So yes, there is academics in their lives, and that has to be there because
Yes.
functionally they need to move on, because there are many things that come in academics, like counting of money, or if Joanne takes forward her aspiration of becoming into the cooking field, and she needs to know what
Right.
is how do you measure liter, and how do vice versa. So there's not much pressure from our end, but we're taking
Yeah.
it as a side by side or a parallel goal.
Right.
So automatically when you do things parallelly, I think many of our questions are answered. Joanne is also doing Pratham NIOS,
Okay.
so that is going side by side.
Right.
So
So
I
And
that
think
much
means
of
everything
the
is channelized well, right, Babis? It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, it's so beautiful.
Because of NIOS, I guess you all don't have the pressure. You can do it at your
Yeah,
own pace.
at
The
all.
studies
But
come.
I,
Correct.
Babis, I have seen parents who even take pressure for NIOS. So
Yeah, they
the
do.
pressure is, I think it depends on the
Yes.
parents, right? Ki how
Yes.
much pressure do you take, and like
Yeah.
Brian said, how much do you pass it on?
Correct. Correct.
and
Absolutely.
also it all depends, because see, inside the house, you so much of learning can happen. For example, if you are in the
Right.
kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so all those counting and all these things are happening, side by side.
Right. Correct. Correct. Uh, so they go to a normal school as such, for the NIOS, or are you all homeschooling as such?
No, we have our school, which is
Okay.
the GAT Counseling Center.
Okay. Okay.
And there basically children are getting their IEPs. And basically, I mean, that was prior to the lockdown.
Okay.
And it was a place of social interaction mainly.
Okay.
And at the moment, the school is providing an IEP for each child.
Right.
Joanne is doing her Pratham or her NIOS
Okay.
privately.
Okay.
So even we've got a lot of rapport even with our teachers at school,
Right.
because now that it's lockdown and everything
Yeah.
happens from home, we can actually
Right.
see how the teaching happens.
Right.
So
Right.
at times there are instances where I have to tell the teacher, like, do we really need to do this? I mean,
Mhm.
if I can teach my child digital clock, why do I need to
Right.
teach analog?
Correct.
Like certain
Yeah.
things, there has to be an up and down,
Correct.
open discussion.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
that is where the bridging the gap and the teacher as well as the parent discussing things for the betterment of the child, because
Mhm.
see, academics have evolved over a period of time.
Right.
Lot of things that we teach now may
Yeah.
be irrelevant or may
Right.
not be seen also, like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. True.
for example, like a
Computer.
desktop PC.
Mhm.
Now if I need to teach my child about a desktop PC, where do I go in search to show her
Yeah.
one of that,
Correct.
or say units of measurement,
Yeah.
where they used to use hands for measurements.
Correct.
Okay, I don't need
Yeah.
to teach all those things. So let us
Right.
be in line with times and
Right.
teach our kids functionally what is more relevant, rather than
Mhm.
pressuring their already pressured minds.
Correct.
So that is what we are looking at.
And here again, our slogan goes, see the label and not the see the able and not the
And not
label.
the label.
Because there are many children who can do academics. You have to go by your child,
Right.
and of course, then if your child can do, why not? But then in time, I mean, gradually, while time has progressed, we have seen that, okay, fine, their inclination is towards this. So fine, okay, we'll do this a parallel. We don't know. Maybe in another few years, we may also come on level. So it's always like we don't want to keep any coin unturned. So
So
everything
we are
is.
basically taking one step at a time. Okay, we do not know
Yeah.
what will work.
Okay.
Only thing is that we need to keep our efforts on.
Is the school supportive? Suppose you all have to go for an event as such, for a sporting event, and the child has to miss school. So do they help you out at such times by covering up as to what has been taught in school and what has to be done by all at home later on to catch up with, since the child has
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
school for that? They do help you out?
The school is
School?
supportive enough,
Oh,
just
very
because
good.
we
Yeah.
have been very
Very open.
open with our
Uh-huh.
discussions with the school,
Right.
because
Okay.
this is a lot of sharing is required. For example,
Right.
if Joanne or Bryden is doing something at home,
Yeah.
we share the same thing with the teachers
Right.
so that they use the same protocol,
Correct.
and then a better learning happens.
Right.
But on the other hand, if we are rigid and if the teachers are rigid,
Right.
then it would never help the child.
Okay. So you
So this
always
is where
had
it helps.
supportive teachers as
Yes,
such.
yes, yes, definitely.
Okay,
And
great.
we always say, that it is a holistic approach towards the
Right.
development of our children.
True,
It
true.
is along with the teachers, along with the
Yes.
parent support. I mean, with everybody around, our children have, reached here and will go forward.
Right.
Because see, we are basically mere parents, right? We
Right.
have we have come through a lot through with experience, but of course,
Right.
there were people who guided us, and that is always required.
Yeah.
Janice, I want to interrupt you. We are not mere parents. We are super parents. Yes, and your T-shirt is showing so much of that super thing. We are not just mere parents. I believe everybody out here is going to agree to that. We are something in ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
we are
Thank you,
the
Deepika.
strength, and
We
so
are
are our
all,
children.
yes, we are all,
All
each
the strength.
parent, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So I just hate that word. We are not just mere parents. No, absolutely not. I wanted to ask you something over here. Is there are two different things that I'm going to ask. Is one is it's come in the chat. Parents want to know how are you all managing your finances where you have so many things happening, right? Like
Yes.
you are like sports, skating, and even I somewhere understand that it's not that really easily available. Your commuting cost, the gadgets that are needed are expensive, and you need a particular, even when you do deep water swimming, you
Yes.
have to, and they are pretty expensive. Like it's cost. How are you all managing that? If you could just tell us in brief. In brief.
That's a very tough
Yeah.
call, because with two kids, see, as what you mentioned, Darshana, that we are super parents, so called, and we have got special kids, but nowhere in the society we get any sort of a special treatment, although the name is always there. Everything is a plus plus plus, everything is much more expensive than the normal. So as of now, God has blessed us in such a way that we take it one step at a time, and we are able to meet
With our needs.
with our needs. We are not talking about even both of us. We don't talk much about what after us kind of a thing,
Yeah.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
because as of now we are looking at what now. If I'm
Yes.
able to do whatever possible for my children right now at this age, automatically everything later will get solved. For example, if I would have thought, if a lot of people think what after us and all these things, corona is something what has happened unexpectedly with a lot of us.
Chocolate come.
So things have changed over a period of time.
Yeah. So I believe you even budget things well. I believe, right? You have a
We
like.
have to,
Yeah.
because
Yes. Yes.
so much of expenses are there in terms of they are skating, they are swimming. The school fees itself is exorbitant, for both of them. And for us, everything is times two.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Yes. Agreed.
it is much hard, But then
Absolutely.
also what mostly most of the parents also have seen, most of the day, like we both are together with the kids. So my work as such, is I do advertising. So most of my work carries on in the night time. So most of the day I'm with the kids, and Janice is with the kids. Janice is working part time, where she was working in Dubai. The moment they got to know that we are working over here, we are
More.
moved over here, they gave us her an opportunity to work from home,
Wow.
and as per her timings. Okay, there's no timing as such, so she always has her laptop with her. So wherever we are commuting, like in the car, or say when the kids are inside the pool, her work is going on in the laptop. So that is one more supportive sort of an income generation in the house. So we
Lovely.
both supporters
I
support
have
each other. Yeah.
goosebumps. I'm telling you, this is amazing. I have, like, sometimes, like, after listening to parents like you, I will think 10 times even before opening my word of a complaint. Because here you are having a part-time job, you're bringing up two amazing kids who are sports, they are doing growing academically, they have their names in the Guinness Book of Record, and I think autism is there in the Guinness Book of Record, so it means so much for us. Saying that, I remember, Brian, when we were just having a regular chat, I like that phrase what you said, that we don't have a gender at home.
Yes.
I loved that.
You're reading my mind, Darshan. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, because that one phrase he said, it really got stuck onto me, and it is such a beautiful thought, and if every family has this, I think half of your problems are solved there. And I want to ask you this thing, ki, how is work happening at home? Like like because one is a handful itself. Having one child on the spectrum is, we are saying, okay, bas ganga nali hai. And here you all are managing two teenagers, a boy and a girl, both different. One is visually great, one has auditory. So, it's like, how are you all going about with it?
Basically, what we do things together as a family,
So
no
it's,
matter what it is. Like
yeah.
no,
So there's no gender at all in the relationship. I mean, it's not that, Brian can't cook because he's a male and I can't work because I am a female. So there's nothing like this at all.
sometimes she's in session with Joanne, and I'm inside the kitchen, or sometimes no, I'm in the session with Joanne and she's busy with the office work. So there is no demarcation line, that this is your job and this is my job. It is our job. If the husband and the wife, both parents have a thinking like that, then kids can do wonders.
Lovely.
But
I
then
really,
if we have that mental block, that you go in the kitchen, or why should I go in the kitchen, or anything of that sort, there would be only arguments.
Yes.
and it will never go any way forward,
I
and here
think
we are looking at solutions, because our life as such, is adjustments and arrangements.
Yes, and we've
yes.
learned a lot from our children, because of this. We've learned a lot. I don't know whether we would have been more compatible,
That's
because
beautifully said. Yeah.
yeah, because
They
it's
complete y'all.
yeah, because it's a lot of learning with our children, that how to understand now. Of course, we do fight, but then
But sometimes we fight more on WhatsApp,
yeah,
because if we start verbal fighting, the kids are there watching,
yeah, and Joanne
Huh.
doesn't
Ah,
like it at all. So
okay.
so she gets very disturbed. So we have addressed that issue as well. So it's a lot of learning because of our children, and I think it's not only for us parents on special needs, but globally. It's that compatibility should be there, respect for each other.
Yes. I was going to ask about the atmosphere at home, but then y'all both talking sounds like it's a picnic at home every day. Like all four of y'all teamwork. Ki, come on, let's do the kitchen, or come on, let's do the dry the clothes. And I think this would be our last question before we really like. I don't want to end this, but then because it's so inspiring, I'll tell you like everything what y'all are saying is like the fight on WhatsApp is an idea stolen already. So great idea. Yeah. So I wanted to know is pandemic like because there are many parents out there saying it was the most difficult phase where I enjoyed at home though, but still, what was pandemic for y'all? What happened in those one whole year? And like Brian said, we'll be celebrating on the 15th of March. We surely should. So what was could you share your pandemic experience with us as to how you all managed no sessions, no school, no me time, no break time, you and your kids and this picnic 24 by 7. So tell us about that.
In one liner or in one word, it's a game changer of our
Yes.
lives, actually,
Okay.
and game changer for the betterment.
Because when the pandemic was just announced, we had a lot of reservations in our mind, because we have been all these years we have been rushing like headless chicken, just running here and there. We were without proper direction, and we did not have any time, to do activities at home. But then after the lockdown, we all four were grounded. We got so much of time to think,
Family time, actually.
family time to think, to plan with each other, and make constructive use of this,
Basically, what was happening before the lockdown is our life was thoroughly. I don't know how much time I stayed in the house compared to now. It was like my neighbors or my people in the building would only meet us in the lifts. Okay, now which competition? So we were like here and there and here, and we wanted to do the maximum. Of course, any parent wants to do that. But then once the pandemic started, then we started realizing quality time, and this is how we actually discovered the hidden talents of our children. Like you've seen Joanne making chapatis, Bryden cutting vegetables, and every child at that point of time wants to say, I can do things, allow me to do it.
So basically we started role modeling things, and they picked up in a great way. As I told, like, no, most of the work now both of the kids are doing on their own. Earlier they were tagged as, kids doing only sports, but now they are become all rounders. The pandemic gave us such a exclusive time, like, no, so that we could train them, and then we could make them much more independent, which would not have happened, like, no, in other ways.
Absolutely. I'm getting there is so many things coming on chat, Brian. If you could read them, like there is Satyajay Balakrishnan. He's like, I was trying to brief of the whole conversation of today. What a lovely
Lovely
takeaway.
takeaways.
Yes, solution, adjustments, arrangements, and the best one is no gender discrimination. Your WhatsApp fight idea has been stolen by many, and it's a lovely attitude. Like I think this is the best way to start the year 2021 with a perfect positive attitude. Like what come may, I am there to fight and both get through. Beautiful, really beautiful. I can't even like I don't want to thank you for doing this for us. Frankly speaking, it's such a learning that has happened for this 1 hour. Like, Babis, do you agree to me?
Yes, absolutely. And I think I wish your kids all great congrats for all that you all are doing for your children and wishing them all the very best.
Yeah, and one last question: how many such T-shirts do you have? Like, I think one of the things, I think I read something else written. So, have you all? Is this a theme T-shirt or a what? This is that
Yeah, it's called
lovely.
Twinnings. So we've done this. We've not only done this for our family, but we have another swimming group, a Malwan swimming group. So we did that for the last year,
Yeah.
Malwan competition. So we printed T-shirts for everyone. I mean,
Uh-huh.
together, we took off ideas and we printed T-shirts. And on the day of the event, all of us were wearing those T-shirts.
See the
Lovely.
able, not the
See the
label.
able, not the label.
Oh, that would be
So,
wonderful to have on a
I know,
t-shirt.
no, I think we'll be surely connecting because April is coming and awareness month, Hak se awareness month is coming. So I think we will be connecting soon. But really, I don't want to say it, but thank you for coming and sharing your life so openly with us. I know parents, younger parents, those who are like, whatever. Like, see, there are YouTube channels, right? I think Priyanka had posted the link of the
Yeah.
YouTube channel. If you could again do it, Brian,
Yeah.
where you could go and subscribe those channels, because beautifully how the children are skating at home and drying clothes, and I think making of chapati is there. And I also remember, Brian, you dancing with Joanne for the
Yes.
Yeah.
competition. I've
Yes.
seen that. Yes, I've seen that. So it is like, small things, like where that I would like, God, there is so much to do in this whole year, which can be done. So all you all need to do is arrangements, accommodations and arrangements. Saying that, thank you both of y'all, and we'll connect soon again.
Yeah. And one
Uh,
last thing I would like to
yes,
thank everyone, in fact. We have got a lot of support, a lot of like minded parents, our relatives, our friends, who have actually supported us. There were a lot of people who have been a support system. And here, a special thanks to FFA as well, because I know most of the core members are also parents, are, above all, parents of special needs individuals. So it's not easy, handling the social life, as handling a cause and handling your own children. So, hats off to you all as well. And I think at the end of it, we need to be grateful of what we have. That's
yes.
more, that's more enlightening rather than, there was a time when we also used to say, why me? But I think now it is, yes, it is us.
I think it is. I think all of us do that, but then there's a right time to come out of it and look at it, like how Brian said, they are my kids and I have them, so they are my priority. So I think that's where the whole thing, the game starts changing.
Yeah. And plus,
So
we need to be positive. Okay.
yes,
See, having kids with differently who are differently able. So there are days, for us also, which we call it. There are some good days and there are some
Some
not
not
so
so
good
good.
days.
Yes.
yes,
So we have to move on. It's a part of it. If we keep on thinking of the not so good days, then we would never move on further.
yes. And I also remember you sharing how great you all feel when people come and ask you if they
Yeah.
can get pictures clicked, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
exactly.
Yes,
And
never,
having,
And
never had you thought that a day
yeah,
would come where people would come
yes,
and say, and I love that smile when it comes on both of your face when you all both say that, and people come and take permissions, can we get them clicked?
yes, yes.
So
Yes.
yes,
Even,
so we have,
hoisting the flag in our society,
yes, you
Joanne was
mentioned that.
given that opportunity. So
So
there's
I
a
think
lot.
society is gradually changing, but
Yes,
then
yes,
it's the parents' attitude and
yes.
the parents' approach and the parents' involvement. So if I am out there with my child strong, I think the world will
correct.
look at you that way,
Yeah,
right?
because we can't just keep on complaining, that others
Perfect.
don't understand. Till we
Yes.
don't speak, others
So
won't listen.
yes, so this is a very good learning again. When you feel people are not supporting, go out there with your child. Don't wait for somebody to come and talk to the society members. Don't
Yes,
wait for somebody to come and do it. Do the change. Be the change that you want to have, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you,
You.
Janice, for doing this for
Thank
us.
you.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you,
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
parents. Thank you,
Thank
parents
you,
who have
everyone who
Thank,
been,
has
thank you,
joined.
everyone.
yes,
Yeah, for
yes,
joining.
thank you,
Thanks.
everyone
For
who's
attending.
joined in. And yes, again, this video is going to be on our YouTube channel and also on our Facebook. So thank you, Brian. Thank
And
you.
keep
Thank you,
keep
Jane.
us and our kids always in your prayers.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. All of us, we stand strong together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a great
Bye.
day. See ya. Bye, parents. Thank you.
Bye.